One of the questions you're virtually guaranteed to hear in a job interview is, why did you leave your last job? Now, the way you answer that question is going to depend on, were you laid off, were you terminated, or did you just quit? In this video, I'm going to give you some smart answers to that popular interview question, and that, my friends, that is up next. Before I tell you how to answer the popular interview question, why did you leave your last job, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to Over 50 TV. If you are looking for career advice, if you're looking for interview tips, if you want job search news, then subscribe to our channel. To do that, all you've got to do is hit that little red button. It's underneath the screen. There's also a little bell. If you hit that little bell, you'll get our latest updates and they'll be delivered right to your inbox. And there is also a thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button and that lets me know that you are enjoying our videos. So listen, without further ado, I'm going to tell you how to answer the interview question, why did you leave your last job? Before I tell you how to answer the interview question, why did you leave your last job, let me tell you what not to say in the interview. Whatever you do, don't badmouth your former employer. It makes you look small, makes you look petty, it may even make you look vindictive. You also don't want to talk negatively about your former coworkers. No reason to do that whatsoever. You also don't want to go into a lot of detail about what happened at your last job and why you decided to leave. You're only going to overload the interviewer. And again, it could make you look small and maybe even make you look vindictive. The other thing is, and this probably goes without saying, but whatever you do, don't lie when you're sitting across from the interviewer. It's only going to catch up to you. It starts a relationship off in a bad way, so whatever you do, don't lie. What you should say is, tell them why you left, but do it in broad strokes. You don't have to go into a lot of detail. Number one. Number two, always tell the truth. As I mentioned previously, it's only going to come back to haunt you. You don't need to start the relationship off in a bad way. So whatever you do, don't lie. And number three, always relate back to why you're a good fit, why you're a good fit for the company. Focus on that current job. So now that we got that out of the way, let me tell you how to answer the interview question, why did you leave your last job? And I'm going to give you some examples and I'm going to put them up on the screen here. Number one is if you were laid off or let go, here's a great example of what you could say. Now, unfortunately, the company's sales were down this year, so across the board, cost-cutting measures were implemented that resulted in my position at the company being eliminated. Before I left, I spoke to my former manager, and she said she would be happy to provide an excellent reference. Since my previous position is pretty similar to this one, I know I'll be able to quickly transfer my job skills to your company. Now, this is going to put the interviewer at ease. The interviewer will understand that you left through no fault of your own, and you are now applying at that company for a new position. Now, if you left your last job at your own accord, if you made the decision to leave, I think when an interviewer asks you the question, why did you leave your last job? It's a fairly easy question to answer. And I'm going to tell you why. Most interviewers are going to understand that a person will leave a job usually because they want a better position. Maybe they want a higher income, a better salary, a better wage. But they will be, from what my experience is, they'll be a little bit more understanding of it. So let me give you just an example, a way that you can answer the question, why did you leave your last job? And I'm going to put this up on the screen here for you to see. You can say something like, I appreciated the job and I really like the people I work with, but the position is stagnant and there are no more opportunities to learn and grow. I read about your open position and it looks like a great fit. I'm excited to transfer my skills to your company. Now, once again, you're relating back. You're saying, I have great skills, I learned a lot, and I can transfer those skills to this new position where I know I can do a great job for you. Now, if you were fired for performance reasons, and by that I mean if you were fired for poor performance, when you're sitting across from that interviewer, you need to tell them that. You want to be honest, and you definitely want to be sincere. If you lie, if you don't tell them why you were fired, and they find out later, it's going to come back at you. It's going to make you look bad, and you could quite possibly lose the job if they find that out. So you don't want to lie. It's not going to help you. But let me tell you, this is how I recommend that you answer the question. Why did you leave your last job? Here's what I recommend that you do, and I'm going to put it up here on the screen for you. I didn't perform up to their standards. At the time, I thought I did my best, but looking back, I believe I could have done a much better job. I'm disappointed in myself, but I learned a valuable lesson that will make me much better going forward. These are lessons I will be able to transfer to my new position. Now, this is going to put the interviewer at ease. They're going to see that you learned your lesson, and they're going to know from your words that you will be a much better employee because of it. So I've just given you my thoughts on how to answer the interview question, why did you leave your last job? And as I mentioned, in summary, there are usually three ways that we leave a job. It's either for performance reasons, unfortunately, poor performance. It could be that we were laid off, or it could be that we just wanted to find a better position for our skills. Maybe we're bored, the job could be stagnant, we're looking for something better. But regardless of the reason you're gonna leave or you wanna leave, the answers I've given you are just sample answers, or ways that you can answer that very, very popular interview question. So that's all I've got for you today. As I always ask, please go ahead and subscribe to Over 50 TV. You can do that by hitting the little red button underneath the screen. There's also a little bell. If you hit that little bell, you'll get our latest updates that will be delivered to your inbox. And there's a thumbs up button. If you hit the thumbs up button, that lets me know that you enjoyed our programming. And as you know, our programming is all about giving you career advice. And sometimes, just sometimes, that career advice is telling you how to start a small business. We also give you interview tips, and we give you job search news. That's all I've got for you today. Have a great day, everybody.